to transform your homepage. Are you excited? I am. Woo! All right, enough silliness. But me, I'm a little bit silly. Today we're going to talk about your current homepage. How do you feel about your current homepage? All of this will also be in the playsheet PDF, so don't worry if you don't catch it right now, but I will ask you to go to your homepage and give it a rating from 1 to 10, with 1 being like total homepage shame, don't want to send anyone to the homepage, you're like hiding from your own homepage, and 10 being like, woo, love my homepage, don't need to change it. So that will be in the playsheet PDF. I'm also going to be talking about the terminology. So what the hell is CTA? What's the difference between a landing page and a homepage? And why is the homepage so bloody important? Why does everyone go homepage this, homepage that? All right. So that will all be in the screencast. Your playsheet is downloadable as well. If you have any questions at any point, hit reply to one of the emails you get from me and ask me a question and I'll answer it as best as I can. So watch, learn, have fun. All right, here we are. How are you feeling about your homepage right now? Remember, I asked you to rate it. So if you haven't downloaded the PDF yet, I want you to go and download it and give yourself a rating from 1 to 10, with 1 being total homepage shame and 10 being you don't want to change anything because you're so happy with your website. So go on, write how you're feeling about your homepage right now. Let me go on to some key terms and definitions. What is a homepage? Well, it's the first page of your website. It's the place where the majority of visitors will come to find out about you and your business or your services even. What does this mean, above the fold? And you might hear this quite often, or your web designer might talk about it. Well, it's the real estate you see on your screen before you even start scrolling down. So it's literally the size of your window, whether it's you have a 15-inch, a 27-inch, or a 10-inch, whatever you have, it's that little box what you see on your screen before you even hit the down arrow or you start scrolling down. And little fact here, the term comes from newspaper publishing, where the most important headlines were always above the fold of the newspaper. So people saw that first, and then they would turn the newspaper around and the article would continue, or then there'd be the sub-headline. So it comes from newspaper publishing and it's called above the fold. And we web developers like to think that this is really important because it's the very first impression people have of your homepage and of your website and probably of you. CTA, and this means call to action. So it's the action you wish your visitor to take on your website, or particularly your homepage. And this usually is short words, and they're usually buttons. So it might be sign up now for the newsletter, or perhaps it's a read more here. So they're like action words that telling your visitor what you want them to do. So they're quite blunt and usually very short. And finally, an opt-in, all right? It's an email sign-up list where your visitors willingly give you their email. So usually you would reward your visitor or entice your visitor to give you their email. So you might say, here's a free ebook about my 10 delicious recipes to make smoothies with. Give me your email and I'll send you this ebook in an email. Or perhaps you might have a free audio meditation. It just gives you like, oh, look, here you can sign up to my list, but I'll give you and reward you with something for signing up to my list. Let me go a little bit into the importance of a homepage. So your homepage is like the entrance to your house, where you have all the goodies stashed away. So you wouldn't invite your visitor to come into your house via the garage or the back door, right? Because if it's like my back door, it's pretty messy and a little bit grungy, and maybe it's even the mudroom where all the dirt lies. So goes through the front door, there's the hallway, goes into your living room. It's all nice and it's flowing very nicely. And same way, your homepage shows your visitor who you are and how you can help them. And your homepage allows your visitor to know you, trust you, and like you. So you're gaining a few factors of trust, like telling a little bit about who you are, so that perhaps they want to click through to the about page or your services or how you can help them. So the middle sentence here, your homepage shows your visitor who you are and how you can help them. I see many websites, and particularly homepages, which have this buried in some other page. But no, when I come to a homepage, I want to know, well, who is this person and how can they help me? And I want to know that in the very beginning. And I wanted to say that your homepage should mirror your core values and portray the feeling of you. And here I'm talking about service-based businesses. So if you're selling products, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to, if you like pink, your whole website has to be pink. If your products is not something that is relative to pink, so maybe if you're selling, let's say, black pens, you're not going to have a pink website necessarily. You'll maybe have a gray or a muted website, all right? However, if we are, and I'm in the service-based industry as well, it should mirror your core values and portray the feeling of you, because you are selling yourself. So why, if I like pink, would I have a totally black and dark and gothic looking homepage? Well, that's not me, so it's giving the wrong impression. Which leads me to my other point. You only have between 5 to 10 seconds to keep your visitor interested in the rest of your website from your homepage. And I just want you to think how long you spend on a homepage. So maybe it's somebody you already know and you might spend a little bit longer. However, if it's not somebody you know, how often do you click through to the other pages? And how long do you spend on the homepage? For me, I've calculated I take, well, because I'm a website designer, I might take a little bit longer, and I'll probably stay between 20 to 30 seconds and sometimes even up to a minute, because I also look at the design of the homepage, not only the copy and the content, but definitely the design. So have a think, how long do you spend on a homepage? So the next homepage you visit, give yourself a time. And I want you to start thinking of your homepage as a storefront. So if the window display isn't intriguing enough, you wouldn't go in to explore, would you? Well, I definitely know I wouldn't. So this is the end of day 1. I've given you the importance of a homepage, some key terms and definitions. I want you to go back to the PDF and fill out the other questions there, and we'll continue together in day 2.